once again, if you're trying to like open people eyes to new stuff, like on that intro is like where you gotta set the tone for everything. And they did a great job of it.
Like me, man, like you said, like it's hard to find a lot of faults. The only fault I would say is that 19 songs, 20 songs is a very long listen.
And anybody who's still saying Migos is that that sound and not really no substance behind what they're saying. They're trying to hate the music at this point. Hey, like I said, different moods, different people. It's the reason why we have so many genres of music. You can find what you like, and you know what's gonna motivate you or what's gonna excite you. There you go.
Especially in our hip hop genre. It's so many different ways you can go, whoever you want to listen to. So So Migos Culture 3, I know you and I both rock with all types of, hip hop and music, man. So I'll leave the floor to you, man. What do you think about it on your first few listens?
Man, my first listen when I heard it, man, I was just like, man, this is different, and I'm liking it. It's not different for them. It's elevating. Like their music is evolving, and they them came as much as they probably would go against it, saying they ain't as lyrical. They are more lyrical in this, and that's a big difference from when they first started. You know, it was more of in tune or just the party music. It just goes. Now, they got a little bit more conscious with their words, and this was evident on like they just recently did a freestyle too. Somebody sent that to me. I don't know who did, but yeah, they did a freestyle, and that part of their artistry to start to shine a lot more. They they to fine tune what they was great at, making catchy tunes, the chorus and everything that you're gonna like. That is refined to they're one of the best at that. And now their lyrics are starting to catch up with the other portion. So they're just all around good artists now,
Yeah,
as I see
yeah.
it.
Same
And
here.
this album, man, I'm telling you, it was just a great album. Like I couldn't find no faults in it, you know, at all with me. Like I was just like, and anybody who's still saying Migos is that sound and not really no substance behind what they're saying. They're trying to hate the music at this point.
Yeah, and the whole mumble rap thing and all that gotta die. That gotta die right now with this album. The last album wasn't that good. Culture 2, I really didn't like outside of the singles. You know what I mean? The album filler, which really makes you as an artist, it wasn't all that for me. But right out the gate, when I was listening to this press, man, I gotta say, man, like honestly, Avalanche, Having Our Way, Straightening, like they came out the gate swinging, and you might like
Mm-hmm.
type shit with the Cardi B, like you might even like that. Then they got a Malibu with Polo G, and it keeps going. But I can see myself actually vibing to the Cardi B and the Polo G, even those two are not my favorite. Some of my favorite songs off of it, but like out the gate, it was like I was liking Avalanche when I heard it. Straightening still is my little anthem, man. I love how everybody got off on that, especially, I can't even say especially Takeoff, but you know me, the third member of some of these groups often get slept on as if they not nice in their own right. And Takeoff be saying some dope shit, man. I don't have all the bars written down. It came out Friday. We recording this on a Sunday. But what I'm saying is they had more than enough joints on there where I either smiled, I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm digging that. You know what I'm saying? I'm digging that. And you keep going throughout the whole thing. Like they got joints like Mahomes. They got Anti-Social, Jane. Like it's a lot of bangers on here. And ultimately, people are gonna decide what these singles are, as they normally do with Migos and Future, Gucci Mane, and people of that ilk. Like the people always decide what the joints are. Specifically, a lot of the folks that are in the South, and then people who listen to them and like them, like they just gonna pick those, man. So like me, man, like you said, like it's hard to find a lot of faults. The only fault I would say is that 19 songs, 20 songs is a very long listen. And I found myself having listeners fatigue, and it's only a little over an hour. So I think that precondition to some of these short albums or EPs rather, and then getting these long albums is like, it just depends on when you catch it. You know what I mean? But I know for one, even when albums with 10, 12, 14 songs, Prez, that was still a hard listen, especially if them songs were like 4 and 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to get through them. And when they're bad, it's a tough listen. But when it's good, I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. This shit is banging throughout. And it came at the perfect time. These dudes, they did quarantine well. They did quarantine well. They took the time, focused, came back with some bangers. Yo, Prez, tell me you ain't like that Get in My Car flip at the end.
Yeah. I definitely like that.
Bitch,
my wife had called me. She was like, yeah, like when you mentioned the Cardi B, she was like, I thought you only must like Cardi B like that. Because I'd have played it multiple times.
It's hard. It's a nice song. It's hard. Whoever, like she performed on it. And I know people always talk shit about her getting her shit written. So what? She's a performer. We got to give that to her. But she delivered in terms of whoever wrote that shit. That shit is fire. NBA Youngboy, I still calling him that. But yeah, they went off on the 50 remake. Then they had the Avalanche joint. I'm still like, you've heard that song done a lot. You know what I mean? Like that beat, that flip. But
yeah,
they floated on it, Prez. I like it, man. So I got nothing but good things.
The intro.
Yeah. Avalanche.
And that's once again, if you're trying to like open people's eyes to new stuff, like on that intro is like where you gotta set the tone for everything. And they did a great job of it. Just like it came out saying like, nah, we ain't no slouch. It's gonna be hard for you to find fault.
It's gonna be hard for you to deny this. Yep.
Yep.
And also the last thing I wanted to say.
And then coming out with that song right after that though, the Drake. Having that to follow that up.
Yeah,
there's no way you was turned off that album after that. You know what I mean? Like that, you're locked in. You like, okay. Well, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. They're gonna have to have 3 or 4 bad ones after this for me to just say, oh no.
That song was so like I could see myself rocking to that. I still go out. When I'm able to get outside, I still go out and I still be in some of the same clubs some of these young folks be in from time to time. That shit gonna go regardless of where you play that. But what I was going to say is they got different sounds on here too. It ain't just strictly just 808s and bass and shit like that. Like they got some different songs on there. The Justin Bieber joint, that's out of here. Once they push that, that's going.
Yeah.
So it's going to be there summer until, Drizzy drop. But they got one, man, as far as one of those mainstream albums that you got to give it up. You got to give it up. You got to give it up at some point. But yeah, that's. You got anything to say about Culture 3? Any last retakes, songs you like, takeaways?
I would love to hear in the comments of people who still finding fault in Migos. Like, what are your problem with them now? Like, cause
maybe it's just not for them.
They're well-rounded artists now. Like, they have it all. So I would love to hear your argument of why you still can't accept them. So.
Yeah, I mean, some people it's just they not gonna be for it, and I know who those people are. They just not gonna be for it. But to me, I can't hate on this. Like I'm listening objectively. I'm not listening to hate. So, I mean, or even if you don't like it, it's not hate. It just might not be for you. How about that? Because I hate when people do that. Like if you don't like something I like, it's hate.
You hate already. It's not hate. You just, hey, like I said, different moods, different people. It's the reason why we have so many genres of music. You can find what you like and you know what's going to motivate you or what's going to excite you.
Especially in our hip hop genre. There's so many different ways you can go, whoever you want to listen to. So, but yeah, we highly recommend you guys pick this up. What's the songs? Like, give me 2 or 3 that you rocking with.
The Avalanche, the Drake, the Cardi B, uh, the Justin Bieber song. Yeah, I mean, you named them all. Like those are the ones that like standing out to me, like right off the jump, like and the ones I've played multiple times. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Same here. I mentioned them as I was talking, so I won't repeat it. But that's Culture 3. Hey, y'all check it out. Let us know in the comments if y'all rocking with it. Y'all let us know on our social media. If y'all rocking with it, let us know, man.